This is Cheyenne Valentine back today again with a new episode. Today's episode, I want to name this video, He Cheated and Paid the Ultimate Price. Again, he cheated and paid the ultimate price. And when I say the ultimate price, I do not mean that this person was murdered or they were beat up really badly. I do not believe if someone cheats and does something trifling that they should be murdered. Okay, so when I say ultimate price, I hope you all did not think I meant he was murdered or he was beat up really bad. No. So let's get that out of our mind. When I say the ultimate price, you're gonna see what I mean. So let me tell you all a quick story. I'm long-winded, but I'm pretty sure you all enjoy when I get when I start telling these little stories, right? So long story short, if I can make it short, it's a lady that I knew, and she happened to be barren, meaning she can't have kids. She has tried, but she can't have any biological kids. So I want you to keep that in the back of your head when I tell you, as I'm telling you this story. So about 10 to 15 years ago, she was dating a guy, and her female cousin wanted to move in with her from out of state. And so this lady, the lady that I'm talking about who's barren, let's say her name is Tiffany and her cousin was named Lisa. So Tiffany let her cousin Lisa come stay with her. Lisa wanted, to get out of the state that she was in, and she wanted to get on her feet somewhere else. So Tiffany let Lisa come stay with her. Well, Tiffany's boyfriend was living with her, from my understanding at the time, and so her boyfriend and Lisa started having intercourse behind her back. So her boyfriend cheated on her with her cousin Lisa. Now, you might say, okay, this was bound to happen, blah, blah, blah. Not bound to happen, but you might not be shocked, okay? The boyfriend is living with his girlfriend and not her female cousin. Mind you, Lisa, the female, the cousin, the trifling cousin, she was kind of heavy set. So actually, Tiffany looked better than her cousin. And see, this is why I always tell women that, a lot of these men will sleep with anybody. So, women always think, oh, well, he won't mess around with her, or he won't mess around my cousin or the neighbor because she, her body looks a certain way. Wrong answer. Wrong answer. Okay, that doesn't matter to them. If there's a woman who's willing, ready, and able to have intercourse with them, a lot of times they're going to take it. Okay, once again, if there's a woman who's willing, ready, and able to have intercourse with them, they will take it. Okay? Make no mistake about that. So a lot of times women kind of they think from their perspective like, oh, well, if it was an overweight guy who had a bad body and wanted to sleep with me, I wouldn't sleep with him. No, that's you. We're talking about men. Some of these men, just because a woman got, some weight on her, this woman she was quite heavy. That didn't stop him. Okay? That didn't stop him at all. So, let's continue. They were messing around behind Tiffany's back. So Tiffany, when she finds out that they were having sex, she breaks up with her boyfriend and she kicks her cousin Lisa out. Okay. That wasn't the end of it though. Remember I said that Tiffany was barren. She tried to get pregnant multiple times, but she couldn't get pregnant by him or anybody else. Tell me why. Why am I saying tell me why? Lisa came up pregnant by her boyfriend. But everyone, she came up pregnant with twins. So I'm going to paint a picture for you. Can you imagine being barren as a woman, wanting children, can't have them, and you move your female cousin into your home and she starts to have intercourse with your boyfriend behind your back, and she becomes pregnant not only with one child but with twins. And you always wanted kids and you always wanted to give your boyfriend a baby and you couldn't. And he cheats with your cousin. He gets her pregnant and then she has 2 kids at once. Okay. I know this story is just outrageous, right? So the boyfriend and Lisa, even though they were trifling, messed around, they didn't want each other ultimately. So they didn't, when Tiffany kicked both of them out of her home, Lisa and the boyfriend, they didn't stay together or anything like that. I guess it was just like a fling, just a trifling fling. And so they went their separate ways. So he signed the birth certificate and he started to pay child support. So when the twins became, these were two twin boys. When they became about, I'm going to say 14 years old, their father, the trifling boyfriend, Tiffany's ex-trifling boyfriend, I'm not going to say what industry these people work in, but he wants to put his sons on his insurance. So his company said, okay, in order for you to put them on your insurance, we have to do a DNA test on them. We got to do a paternity test. And he says, well, for what? I'm the father. I've been paying child support all these years. Those are my kids. And they said, well, no, it doesn't matter what you think. We have to still do it to just make sure those are your kids. So he said, okay, whatever, do the DNA test, get this out the way with it, because I want to put them on my insurance. They do the DNA test, and everyone, those were not his kids. Yes, everyone, he paid the ultimate price. They were not his kids. So he had been paying, he signed the birth certificate, and he had been paying child support for the last 14 years on kids that were not his. Twins. Okay. Now, let me continue, because this does not even end there. So what happened was, I don't know how the rules are, because I don't have kids, okay, currently. So he signed a birth certificate, and he was paying for the last 10 years. So I think with the child support rule, if you have been paying child support for a child or children for the last 10 years, then if you find out that they are not your kids, you have to continue to pay child support up until they're 18. Or I think if you sign the birth certificate, you have to pay child support if the mother files up until they're 18. Something like that. However the rule goes, even though they did a paternity test and found out those were not his kids, they were, like I said, around 14 at the time. He had to still pay child support on them up until they were 18. And I think, to be honest with you, I think they might have been 12 or 13. I mean, I know that he had several years to go to still pay child support on these kids, and they were not even his. And so I really don't like that particular child support rule. I feel like if a man has been paying child support, I don't care if it's been for last, even it's been, okay, I understand if he's been paying for the last 10 years, and even if he signed a birth certificate, if he finds out, though, those are not his kids, he shouldn't, he really should get back payment, in my opinion, for paying for the kids that he thought was his. The woman should pay him, I feel, back payment. Or they should find the biological father and make him pay that back to the guy, because those are not his kids, and he was deceived. And so I don't think he should, once he find out those are not his kids, he shouldn't have to pay anymore. But however, in this case, this piece of trash paid the ultimate price. Okay. So the ultimate price for him, for betraying his girlfriend and betraying her trust, was to think that these two twins was his kids and pay child support on these kids for the next 18 years. But the real torture was that he paid child support and thought these were his kids for the last, they were either 12 or 14 when he found out, when he did the paternity test. So let's say they were 12. Okay. So for the last 12 years, he had been paying child support on kids that was not his, twins. And then the torture really was when he found out they were not his, and that he had to still keep paying for them for up until they're 18. So like 6 more, if they were 12, 6 more years. And it was so funny to me. See, let me tell you something, everyone. When someone hurts you, cheats on you, dog you out, betray your trust, a lot of times we want to get revenge right then. And look, if you want to get revenge, I'm a very revengeful person, so go right ahead and do it. However, what I have noticed when you try to get revenge, that a lot of times when we try to get revenge, we end up hurting innocent people, innocent bystanders, and we try to bring other people into it, and then that comes back on us. And so I think the best thing to do a lot of times, I think what the universe does to make us do our part in our own healing, it makes us, so okay, let's say someone betrays you, cheats on you, sleeps with your cousin behind your back, and just completely destroy you emotionally. The universe, it seems, will make you would get revenge on that person for you, but the universe will take its time doing it. So you might want revenge on this person tomorrow or next month, but no, the universe takes its time. The universe might take 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, like with Tiffany. Okay, that's not her real name, but like with Tiffany. she was barren. This guy cheated on her with her cousin, allegedly got her cousin pregnant with twins. At least that's what she thought. And so all these years, Tiffany's been thinking that her cousin had twins by her boyfriend. And then I'm pretty sure by now Tiffany is over the whole situation. She's dated, been married since then and everything. She never was able to have kids though, but I'm pretty sure it's something that always made her mad, but she's probably kind of, I'm hoping, over it now. And now this is when this information comes out. I mean, I've known this for a couple years when this came out, but when the information came out, I said it was a couple years ago, and Tiffany found out about this. I know for her, she wished it would have happened sooner when she was really angry. But see, that's how the universe is. The universe makes you basically... Okay, this is what makes me mad. This is what kind of makes me mad about the universe. But this is how it works. When someone hurts you right then, when you're emotionally charged and you're angry, you want the revenge right then. Okay, but the universe makes you wait to get the revenge. So the universe wants you to forgive the person and forgive the situation, move on, heal from it. And then after, haven't you noticed when someone has hurt you, after you have kind of gotten over it, after you're not as mad anymore, after your emotions aren't attached to the situation anymore, that's when you find out the revenge was executed. And usually the revenge is executed without you having to do anything. Like a lot of times when we try to interfere and get revenge, we mess up the plans that the universe has for that person. Because see, that person that did you dirty, they are usually a very trifling, disgusting person. And their behavior is what causes them to get into trouble. So do you think that, yeah, they did you wrong, but do you think that's the end for them? You think they're not going to do somebody else wrong? Or you think that usually if a person's trifling in one area, it transfers over into other areas. So if they're a cheater, they usually, not usually, but let's say a person's a cheater and they're bad in a relationship. That same person might be shysty when it comes to paying back money, or they might be a thief at work. You know what I mean? Like sometimes a person's character covers all aspects of their life, not just their romantic life, but their financial life and their social life and their life at work. And so the triflingness goes into different categories. So a lot of times you don't even have to try to get revenge on them. See, their triflingness is going to get them in trouble. And then your hands are clean. And then if you try to get revenge on them, see, you're doing it because you want to see the results right then, and you don't think that nothing bad is going to happen to them. You feel like, okay, if I don't do this, then revenge will not be executed. But that's not always true. The universe is going to take care of them, but you might not see it. You might not hear about it. But luckily, you will hear about it and find out about it, like Tiffany. But sometimes you won't. Sometimes you won't find out about it. Okay? But the universe waits till you have moved on from the situation, you have forgave the person, or at least just gotten over it. Then that's when the bad thing happens to them. And see, now let's get back to him. He paid the ultimate price, like I said, because he was taking care of two twins that was not even his. See, he thought he was special. He thought that Lisa... okay, let me take that back. He thought that he was the only person that Lisa was messing around with, but he wasn't. And if he had been using a condom with her and not having raw sex, cheating on his girlfriend with her cousin, then when she came to him and said she was pregnant, he would have had suspicions and he would have asked her for a paternity test right then. But he didn't, because he knew he had been having unprotected sex with her, and he thought in his egotistical mind that he was so irresistible, he was so special, and that he was the only one that she was having sex with. What the idiot didn't understand is that Lisa got around. Lisa was loose with her body. Okay, he was not just because he thought, because she was new to the city and that they were in the house together, that he was the only penis that she was all over, and that, and that he was special. Sir, you're not special. You're not special. Your penis isn't special. You're not. No man is special. Okay, you ain't. Since women aren't special to y'all ain't special to us. Okay, you ain't special. She got around with everybody. Okay, and she had unprotected sex, obviously, with multiple men, because if him and her was having protected sex, y'all know that he would not have thought that was his baby. He would say, well, we've been having protected sex. The condom didn't bust. He would have asked her for a paternity test. So, he never did. He signed the birth certificate and everything. Okay? So he was having unprotected sex behind his girlfriend's back, and no remorse. He had no remorse for what he was doing because he thought it was funny. He thought it was, see, what he did was the ultimate disrespect. See, the three main ways that a person can ultimately disrespect you with this cheating thing, cheating already is bad. But when they, number one, cheat with people you know, like friends or family members or coworkers, ultimate disrespect. If they bring the person to your home and screw them in your bed, ultimate disrespect. And if you're a woman, listen to this. If he cheats on you and get another woman pregnant or multiple women pregnant, those three things right there, ultimate disrespect, and revenge needs to be executed as soon as possible. However, if you try to execute the revenge, how the universe works, you might end up hurting innocent bystanders. Okay, people who you dragging into it, and then karma will come back on you. And I know this is hard, but just understand that when someone hurts you, they're gonna get what's coming to them. See, he got what's coming. He paid the ultimate price. Okay. Had to pay for these boys up until they were 18. She didn't get pregnant with just one child. She had twins on his ass, so he was getting a lot of money taken out of his check for the last that was at the time 12 years, and then add 6 more years because he had to pay until they were 18. And I did not feel bad for him. That's what he got. See, he paid for that role in the hay. He paid for betraying. He paid for his betrayal. He betrayed his girlfriend. Felt no remorse. He paid for it. So I just want to let you all know that when someone hurts you, I know you think nothing's going to happen to them, but if something's going to happen to them, you're just not going to always be the person that's going to be able to execute the revenge. I'm sorry, you're not going to be able to want to do it. The universe is going to take care of that person. See, they're trifling. And trifling people always get themselves in bad situations again, and then they match up with other trifling people. And that brings me to her cousin. Her cousin is a low down, dirty, disgusting human being too, right? Her and her cousin, she never went after her cousin was she messing around with her boy after Tiffany found out that her cousin Lisa was messing around with her boyfriend. She kicked her out. Found that she was what she thought was pregnant with twins by him. She wanted nothing to do with her still to this day. And Lisa would always say, well, I don't understand why she's mad at me. I'm the one that's loved raising 2 kids by him. Wait a minute. So Lisa felt no remorse for what she did. She knew her cousin was barren and wanted kids, and you allegedly got pregnant by her dude. Well, that's what everybody thought. So for all those years, for all those years, Tiffany thought that those twins that Lisa had was by her boyfriend. But see, the universe let this go on that long because, for one, to make him suffer, and two, for Tiffany to move on emotionally, because the universe usually executes the revenge for you when you have moved on. See, you have to do your part in this. Your part is to heal yourself and to forgive and get over it. I know you want revenge when you're angry, but usually with the universe, it don't let you really get the kind of revenge you want when you're angry. It waits till you have calmed down, you're over it, then it executes the revenge. I don't know why it does this, okay? And see, people who are trifling like him and her, they meet their match. So he met his match. He was a low down, dirty daughter that likes to cheat on his girlfriend behind her back with her cousin. He thought he was the man. He thought he had 2 vaginas in one house. Okay, having raw sex with her cousin while she's at work or whatever. Okay, fine. So he paid the ultimate price. But let's talk about Lisa real quick. She loved her 2 twin boys, but she was married for a long time, and then her husband divorced her, and he actually brought. The husband was not obviously the father of the 2 boys. No one knows she knows who the father of the 2 boys are, but she ain't told nobody. At least I don't know who it is. She married another guy, and he ended up divorcing her, and she was, she lost a lot of weight because of it, but she gained it back. She was on down the suicide watch. Okay, so her revenge for betraying her cousin and doing what she did was pretty much, she had a husband for years, but he divorced her, and he was like her world. I mean, like on her Facebook page, she would literally still have pictures of him on there, and they've been divorced for like 3 years now. She still can't move on. Still ain't found nobody else to replace him. Okay, he's moved on. He actually brought another woman to her son's graduation. She tried to fight the girl and acted a damn fool. You see? Ain't moved on. But see, that's her punishment for doing what she did. She felt no remorse for doing that to her cousin. Okay, and his punishment was basically taking care of these 2 twin boys for 18 years, and 12 of them thinking it was his kid, and in the last 6 years, knowing it's not his kid, and still having to have that much money taken out of his check every week. And I loved every goddamn bit of it. Let me get to my next story real quick. Another guy paid the ultimate price. This is a guy that I know. he has a lot of kids by different women. He used to just like black women. Now he prefers white girls. So he'll meet white girls off of different dating apps or whatever. So he was talking to one white girl. She was over his house. She had her sister over there, and he was, I guess you could say, he was casually dating her. So it was late one night. Her sister was over there, and him and her were in the bedroom sleep. He walks out of the bedroom, and he sees her sister laying on the couch, and he comes over to her and asks, can he have sex with her? And I was told that she said, are you serious? He says, yes, I'm serious. And they have intercourse while his girlfriend, her sister's in the other room. Okay. And he goes around bragging. He tells everybody he's done this multiple times. He has slept with cousins. He has slept with cousins, sisters. He gets off to doing trifling things like this. He's a trifling individual. So once again, he betrayed a woman he was dating by having sex with her sister, and he likes that suspense. So he did it while his girlfriend was in the room sleep, left out the bedroom and went into the living room where her sister was sleeping on the couch, and they had full-blown sex in the living room while the sister was in the room sleep. She could have came out at any moment and caught him, but that's what he wanted to do. That's the kind of person he is. So I don't know what happened, but I think he might have made it seem to the sister that he really liked her after he slept with her behind his girlfriend's back. I don't know, but basically she went down, the sister that he came on to went down to the police station and filed a rape charge on him, and he did not rape her. He got arrested. He was in jail for a couple weeks. He had 2 jobs at the time. He lost one of his jobs, so down to 1. Imagine this man has multiple kids on child support. They had to scrap up money to get him out of jail. He called the girlfriend, the girl he was casually dating. He said, why did your sister do this? And she said, well, look, she found out that he slept with her sister, and she was mad. And she said, I'm going to forgive you. And he didn't give a damn anyway, because he's a whore. And after her sister put a rape charge on him, which I don't know why she did it. I think she just did it because she's a trifling individual like him, and maybe he was telling her that he was gonna be with her or something. And so when he got out on bail, he called her. She went and talked to him. No, he tried to call the girl to put the rape charge on him, and she was in jail. She was in jail on armed robbery. Her and some people tried to do a home invasion. So this is one of them trifling white girls. So she was in jail, so he couldn't contact her. He wanted her to drop the rape charge, but he couldn't contact her because she was in jail. So he went to her, went to his so-called girlfriend, the girl he was casually dating, and he said, why did your sister do this? I did not rape her. And she said, well, okay, I know you didn't rape her. She said, this is what she does. She said, if you would have had a conversation with me, she said, I would have told you that's how she is. She always put, accuse men of rape and put rape charges on them. Okay? And so this man has messed with tons of black girls now, and have completely destroyed them and done very bad things to them. Not one of them have put a fake rape charge on him. Now he's messing with white girls, and this girl put a straight rape charge on him. He did not rape her. It's to the point where they was gonna basically, she won't even come. She's in jail, but she did not even want to testify against him because he really didn't rape her. And she just was, I guess, just mad at him. And they told her, they found out she was in jail, and they won't, I think it's the defense, not the defense, the prosecutor, they won't drop the charges against him. And they told her that they're forcing her to come to court to testify against him. That she doesn't want to because she knows she lied. Okay, so he paid the ultimate price. See, he thought he was being cute. He thought for his ego, he thought it was funny going in the other room sleeping with her sister. See, he's a very trifling, disgusting individual. But see, he met his match with this particular Becky, because see, this particular Becky is a grimy Becky. See, she the type of Becky that do home invasions and armed robbery. She'll put a rape charge on you. See, he got away with doing this with the black girls. See, screwing cousins, screwing sisters. But see, with this particular batch of white girls, they'll put a rape charge on you in a minute. His own mother said to him, you need to stop messing around with those white girls. And he said, Mom, I know what you mean, but I just like them. I just like them. So he refuses to mess around with white women. He refuses to stop messing around white women. Even though all the black women he's messed around with he has dogged black women completely out. They have never put a rape charge on him. He messes around. He messes around with this particular Becky's family, sisters, and one gets upset and put a full-blown rape charge on him. But see, my point is he paid the ultimate price because he had 2 jobs. He lost one of them. Okay, because he was in jail for about 3 weeks. People had to bail him out. He owes a lot of people money because they put their money together to bail him out of jail. He did not have the money to pay them back. He has a low minimum wage job, so he can't pay him back on no time soon. He still has to pay child support because he has multiple kids. And see, I don't feel bad for him because he paid the ultimate price too. See, with the universe, people that's trifling like him, because he betrayed that girl he was dating. You know, they were casually dating, but see, he had no business doing that to her. What he did to her was disgusting, and what her sister did to her was disgusting. But they both got what was coming to them because the trifling sister is in jail currently for doing robbery, and he is out on bail, but you know, he's on probation and he still got court cases and he got money he got to pay back to people who bailed him out of jail, and now he got this rape thing on his record, and it's a mess. But he paid the ultimate price, okay, because he met his match. See, when people pay the ultimate price, the universe, okay, how the universe works is that a lot of times you don't have to get revenge on this person because they're such a reckless person. They end up in bad situations where they end up getting bad things happen to them anyway. So like with him, he's a bad individual. He likes sleeping with cousins and sisters behind each other's back. He likes doing that kind of stuff. He think it's funny. Okay, so he slept with the wrong sister. So he ran this game on a wrong batch of Becky's, and they wasn't playing with his behind. Okay. So he paid the ultimate price, a rape charge on him, getting fired from one of his jobs, all this debt, still got to pay child support. Now got to pay people back that bailed him out of jail. And he has a very low paying job. If he wants to get a second job now he has to go to his probation officer and tell them about the second job and ask him he get a second job. He can't go out of town. This man's life is screwed up. He paid the ultimate price for betraying the girl he was casually dating, for sleeping with her sister while she's in a room sleep. Only a low down, dirty, trifling person would do something like that. But like I said, the universe will take care of it. You don't have to worry about anything.